We see this week's Seder talks about Truma, talks about the Mishkon. To build the Mishkon, we had to build the Mishkon through Avas Hashem, through our heart, which we have Beinenu Levein Avinu Shabashamayim. The question is asked in the Or Chaim HaKodosh, why Avnei Shoyam, Vavnei Miluim, do we see it's brought down after all the things? Shem El Amoy, Shem El Mishkon, that's what it says in the Pasuk, Tcheles, Agomon. For example, you ask a friend of yours, you go into the 47th Street in Manhattan to please bring me some diamonds. You tell him also buy me sugar and oil and pears and tomatoes. You bring diamonds. Diamonds is the most important thing. Why does the Pasuk say you bring also Shem El Amoy, Upsom El Shem El Mishcho, Samim, Avnei Shoyam, Avnei Miluim? So Or Chaim HaKodesh brings down like this, that Avnei Shoyam came with the clouds, with the Ananei HaKovod. They went to mashkia, the koyach, in these stones. If someone works for wages, someone works hard, daily, each day, weekly, monthly, he travels and he goes and he comes, he has an office and he sits in the office and he answers phones, he's a teacher in school, he teaches Talmidim, he teaches boys, he teaches girls, he has a teacher in the school and he tells them and he explains to them and he has his family. He gets wages the end of the month. And he travels there and he comes home and he goes backwards and forwards. His whole life is made for giving out himself to the other person. So at the end of the month, the person feels, that's mine. My Talmidim. I know a Yid for a long time, 25 years. He's a teacher in Kita Aleph. Kita Aleph, he never changes. Grade 1. He never goes to grade 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He always grade 1. Mm-hmm. He feels he wants to teach Aleph base to the kids. And he's very ibegegeben, completely towards the children. And he gives his heart out. And the children, whatever they learn all their life, it goes back to him, his schutz, his ava and his love. And he ibegegeben for yena, for the other person, lemala b'derech hateva. If a person works on something, lemala b'derech hateva, works in, day out, comes, goes, travels, teaches, explains, tuition, teaches, he does something. He builds and he builds a house and he builds a mount and he builds a table and chairs and furniture. He's a soifer, he works on it. He does all his koiches in something that's his. It belongs to him. You can't take it away from him. If you do take it away, but it's his. But his koiches in this thing. Avnei Shoyam, Avnei Miluim, they did nothing. It came with Ananei HaKovod. Another came, they took it out the stones and they put it on the coin, on the shoulders of the Shoyim, of the Miluim, the Oifoid v'lachoshen. Each stone was worth nearly $1 million maybe. And Ava became, but since they weren't mashkia, then a shoma in it, it's got a pochot chashivas. It's not so choshev. That's what the Or Chaim HaKodesh says. Loma nimnu avnei shoyam. In the end of our parsha, in the beginning of our parsha, about avnei shoyam, the Maaseh goes on the pasuk in Lamed Hey Chov Zayin, which is right in the end of Parshas Vayakel. Lamed Hey Chov Zayin. Why did it say over there? Avnei shoyam, v'avnei miluim le'oifid v'lachoshen. Right in the end. It says, Vanisim evi et avnei hashoyam. It says, Vanosom without a yud. Why? So Rashi brings down, they bought it without any rekesh. Hanisim, Omer Reb Nosson, Ma'aron Nisim, Nisnali v'chanukas hamizbeach. Elekach Munisim Yitnadu Tzibo Mashvim Mitznadvim. Whatever will be left over, we'll do it. Omunisim Maleni Rasot. They bought Avnei Shoyam. Since they were mitzatzlim, they were lazy, so it says ois yud is missing from the word. Avnei Shoyam is written right to the end of everything. Parsha Lametei, Posik Chov Zayin, but it also goes in our Parsha. Why did it say after Tchelis and Agomon and Shem Elamoy Avnei Shoyam? Why? Because someone which gives his koiches into something, it's his. You have something called copyright. In a sefer, in someone is meyatzi, makes something interesting. He makes a boat where you press the button and the water comes out of it. And one side is water, one side is a pen and a pencil and a. You do something interesting, it's yours. Because gave you the seichel. Atachoyne le'odam das umalamed le'enosh bino. Because gives a person something to do. He thinks about something. It's his. He's mashki in his family. He's mashki in the chinuch and the children. He's mashki in something else, whatever he does. All his koiches he gives, that's his lo'ilon void. If someone builds the Mishkon with the Kailim, and he's moise nefesh with the Kailim, it's different chashivos than Avnei Shoyim and Avnei Miluim. Avnei Shoyim and Avnei Miluim. There was a mashki in nothing. The Anania COVID bought it. That's what it says in the end of Pashas, in the end of Pashas, Vayakel, and after all the things in our Pasha, at the beginning of the Pasha. But someone which keeps something and has something and puts his koiches in it, that stays from Loilam Ved. For example, which we spoke before about Shari Nikanor, was a goy which made two big shorim for the Beis Hamikdash. There was a wind, a hurricane in the sea, and they took one gate and they threw it in the water. They said the boat's sinking. They took the other gate, they wanted to throw it in. Nicholas said, no. You throw the gate, you throw me in with the gate. All the sea became calm, like a mirror. When they came to Yafa, the other thing came out underneath. Why? His mashkia is neshama. His mashkia, his koiches in a certain thing. If someone is mashkia, his koiches in something, if someone works and comes and goes and does whatever, that's his lo'oilom void. You can't take it away from him. And the rai is from Soy Menu. Soy Menu made a barret, and a clothing and pants for Yitzchak Avinu. She sewed it when he was young. And the Sultan told Yitzchak, you go with Avon Avinu, he'll kill you. For the Kedah, everything is all right. It doesn't move me. But the clothing which your mother made for you, like Shmuel has Me'il Shmuel, for example, and Yitzchak Avinu had a certain clothing which his mother sewed for him, that will go over to Yishmael. Yitzchak couldn't take it. Now Kodesh Baruch Hu and Avon Avinu was Mevakesh Rachamim, and the Sultan went. Someone has a friend, someone has pupils, and his mashkia is neshama in the pupils like a prater. That the whole generation was zeicha to be bechaye oilam abo, opposed to the guy which went with the horse. He went to the zoo, he went to the market, and he sold oranges, and he sold bread, and he was a cobbler, he sold fish. He did nothing all day. He sat in the corner smoking. Rav Preda brought him to Chaya Oilam Abo, the whole generation. Why? Because Rav Preda was mashkia, his neshama in something. You build a Mishkon with all your koiches. You build a Midosh with all your koiches. This generation, the Bentayim, the Vai, we don't have a Mishkon. We don't have a Midosh. We have a shul. We have a synagogue. We have a place of Torah and mitzvahs and chasodim, doilim and berubim. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. Dvar Hashem Yerushalayim. Person is mashkiz and neshama in something. It's his. Lo oilam void. Kodesh Baruch Hu knows it's his. person is moisen nefesh to build a shul, to build a house for Hashem, to do anything which we've got to do, ruchani, soiv maaseh, b'machshava tchila. Everything starts with a machshava. And from this you can see about the kruvim. The kruvim were straight. When Yidin did Ratzoin Hashem, you didn't do Ratzoin Hashem, the hands were down. The Ava and the Achva V'Reus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu Eleinu, Kamayim Aponim Loponim, Kalei V'Odom Lo'odom, how which we had to Hashem, Hashem had to us. We were joined to Hashem, Mechuba to Hashem. That's why we have to ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be with us and help every Yid whatever he needs. Will all be Zoicha to see the Binyan Beis Hamidosh, Mechodesh Ador Bezat Hashem, Ador Rishon we have, Ador Sheni, then it comes to Chodesh Nisan Bezat Hashem. Will all be Zoicha to be Makabel Pnei Mishach Tzidkenu, Mitoch Rachamim Chasodim, Gedolim and Morubim, Bimherov Yominu Omein. I want to ask you again, Yavano for my Divrei Torah, please press the like button, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help, be Zocher sein, Lehagdel, Torah, Adira, Lahachzer Anoshim B'tshuva Shlema, Lovinu Shubashamayim, Kamayim Aponim Loponim, Kelev Ha'odom Lo'odom.